Alright, what is good, y'all? So today I thought I would just pick up the camera, do a quick little video, cause today I'm gonna be just switching out the spark plugs on my 21 MT07. So I thought I'd make a video for anyone that needed help or anything. But basically I already got the plastics off. I mean, if you can't really take the plastics off by yourself or figure that out, maybe you probably shouldn't be doing the spark plugs. But yeah, so once that's off, basically just getting right into it, and probably gonna start taking this tank off. I already got the bolts out. Will just be 2 bolts on each side right here, and you'll have the bolts up front, and then the tank should just lift up. Then I'm gonna just go ahead and disconnect these right now and then pull the tank off. See if I could set the camera up to show that, but do that real quick. Alright, so now we got the gas tank and everything off. Basically what we're going to want to be accessing is all the way under all these wires. It's a little coil down here, kind of hard to see, but I'm going to go ahead and see what other things I'm going to have to pull to get to those the best, and then I'll get back to y'all then. I went ahead, already took out the first coil. So basically, it's hard to see anything from the top, but a lot of the times that's where you're gonna have to reach through to get it off. But as you see right here, I already got this one popped out. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can film me pulling up on the second one right here. Popping it, already kind of popped it loose up. Just like that. Should kind of pop loose out of there. And kind of just move this wiring to the side. You should be able to kind of just like fish it out like that. Boom, just like that. We got both the ignitions out. I like to obviously remember which side each one went on. So got my left cylinder and my right cylinder. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and figure out what extensions and everything I need to reach down there and get the spark plugs out, and I'll let you guys know. So this is basically what you should need to access it. Got the 14 mil socket on just like a swivel head, so it's easier to bend down into the cylinder, and then just on 2, I think like 6-inch extensions or whatever, unless you have like a super long one, that'll work too. And then since I don't have a special spark plug socket, I am gonna just use this and do the paper towel trick to take the spark plugs out. So too much. This basically just help grab onto that spark plug when I go to take it out. So basically now I'm gonna do this right side first. I'd put this paper towel on it just for the meantime, but go ahead and take that out now. So you can see right here. Basically you're just gonna wanna fish it right down there between the wires. You have basically just this one wire under your brake lines, and this one you'll want to pull back and probably just go in right here. Then once you get it down here, you can kind of just, trying to see the best way to film this, but just kind of go right there down in the cylinder until you know you feel the spark plug. There it is, right there. So boom, go ahead, try to leave the camera here. Try to break it loose right now. Boom, just like that. Got it loose. And just like that, we should be able to fish out the first spark plug here. just as we come up with it, we're gonna wanna reach and make sure we grab it. 1 sec. About that. Basically what I just did is just added more paper towel. I don't think I had enough in there, but then I was able to grab it to fish it out. So then basically when it's right here, it'll probably be best to just go ahead and grab it now. So I'm gonna try to see if I could set this camera up somewhere. Just get a hold of it real quick. Kind of reach in here. Just pull my tool out. I'm gonna move my camera real quick. Sorry. And then yeah, just like that. Got the first spark plug out. It honestly doesn't look as bad as I thought. Weird how one side of the plug looks like it's running pretty good and the other side looks really lean, so definitely a little weird. See what the other plug looks like though. Alright, and then it's pretty straightforward for the second one. Just want to pull all these wires to the side right here. Then yeah, you're just going to go ahead and fish it down there. I already got it on there. I'm just going to break it loose real quick. Boom, just like that. And let's see if I can go ahead and get this out in one go for you guys. And then basically you'll just use one hand from the top to pull out, and then kind of put your second hand down through the engine if you can, to kind of hold that spark plug as you go up and out. So yeah, I'm gonna basically just pull this one out and then I'll get to you guys once I got them both out. Alright, same thing, plug came out just as easy, just paper towel on the end of the socket, pulls it right out. This plug seems to be the same way. One side looks like it's running pretty good, just fine, and the other side seems to look pretty lean on both of these, so I don't know. I'm hoping this is my issue. I'll just have an issue sometimes where as I was riding it would like cut out sometimes, and nothing's wrong with my fuel. I've checked my fuel pump tons of times, so yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these new spark plugs, and then got the gap gauge. Gonna go ahead and gap the new ones, make sure they're all good, and then get those thrown back. Alright guys, so as for the replacements, I just go with direct OEM replacements, which is the NGK Lamar 8A-9, and obviously if you don't know about these is just a gap check tool. Just go ahead and check your gaps. I always like to do that. I just go ahead and get the old plug, let it go through. These ones are about 035. So I'm gonna just go ahead with both the new plugs. Come here. Make sure they both 035. Wherever it's. And you don't want to, basically, you don't want to like pressure to try to push it on. You kind of just want to let it glide until it stops. Once you can't really push with pressure, that's where your gauge will sit. And as you see, it's right there under 3.5, which is about perfect. So these are good. Nothing really more to putting them in besides just, I don't know, repeat the process of taking them out. So I'm just gonna put a paper towel in the socket, reinstall these, and then probably get you guys there. May show a little bit of that, but alright guys, so I'm gonna try to at least film one of these for you. As you can see, the spark plug will kind of just like hold itself in. If you get a good little piece of paper towel and just kind of like shove it in there, it should hold itself. I don't know how well or good I'm gonna be able to film this, but basically all you're gonna want to do is just kind of fish your new spark plug down there. And at first I always like to go by hand just to make sure I'm actually getting it threaded in there. Seems like we may have just got it first try luckily, but sometimes
it's kind of a pain in the ass to line it up. Yeah.
Alright, I don't know if you guys could really see, but we got the spark plug in there. So I'm about to finish getting this tightened down and then go ahead and throw that other one in. Alright guys, I forgot to film the rest after I put the spark plugs back in. Basically what you're going to want to do after you replace them, you're going to want to put your ignition coils back in, same order you took them out. And just make sure they're seated all the way in there. You may have to push hard on them a few times to make sure they're fully seated in there, but you'll know when they are. You could pull on them a bit and they won't come out at all. So once you get all that on, basically just gonna put your tank and everything back on and reinstall it from the same order you took it out. So yeah, I'm gonna basically just go ahead and finish that up now, but probably gonna end the video right here. If you guys have any questions though or need any help, just put it down in the comments. I mean, I'm pretty active on YouTube, but yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.